I personally think that being humble is important. I think being humble is important. I think it's not okay because I'm gonna explain my story on this as well. I used to be the type of people who I used to compete against people. Like whether I don't compete against my loved ones, but sometimes I would. Actually, not sometimes. A lot of times, I could say all the times, I would want to compete against my enemies, the people who hurt me, the people who put me in bad situations, and that's when I realized that I was wasting a lot of time and I wasn't focused on my stuff. I wasn't focused at all on my stuff. I was focused on stuff that's not even necessary. And it's like when you compete against someone, you are more focused on those persons, their achievements and their goals, and you lose focus on yourself because you're too focused on the other person's like, oh man, like he got a plaque or something, and like I don't got a plaque. But well, bro, he's probably not even competing against you, probably, or she's probably not competing against you. It could be an ex as well. Man, I used to compete against my ex as well. Of course I did. And I realized I was losing focus on myself. I was losing track of myself, and that's when I was realizing that I was losing. And I know there's gonna be some people out there who are competing against people like for like competing people in a certain category, whether it's YouTube or music or just in general getting money. And I know some people who do compete and they actually win, but it's just know like it's not good for your mindset. Like it affects your mindset and it affects your mindset how you do things in the future. And you have to understand and learn that being humble is the most important thing because nobody else is gonna do the stuff for you. You gotta compete against yourself because if you are waking up, let's say an example, your plan is to sleep 8 hours and you sleep maybe only like 7 hours and thirty minutes, then you have to compete against yourself and be like, all right, I'm gonna sleep 8 hours exact tomorrow. So let's do that. But if you compete against someone else and your mind is too focused on them, you start to lose like concentration and you start to lose focus on your stuff. And you start to like it could get to a point where it gets so bad when you do that you can like at a point you can end up losing like your new ideas what like new ideas on stuff and that's not a good thing. And I was it was actually just I think like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, one night before school, I was realizing I was like I had just I am just starting to get humble for myself. I don't like me having to I don't want to compete against people. And the only reason why that ever happened was because emotions that get to you easily. But when I started watching a lot of videos on motivation, I started seeing myself losing and stuff. I was like, man, I can't do this no more. And I know I'm not the only one who's been through that. I know there's been a lot of people who are competing against people or have competed against people, but they have to understand. We have to understand that we need to stay humble because it's you versus you. For me, it's me versus me. You have to compete against you. Like you have to compete against yourself. You shouldn't be competing against anyone else. The only time a competition is like acceptable is like if it's a game or something like kind of like a sports game. But at the end of the day, that's just a game. If it's the NBA or something, then okay, let's those categories do not even enter this video because that's a whole different story. I'm trying to go in general, like right now, like in general, like you gotta stay humble to yourself. A good thing about being humble is that you stay concentrated. You don't really care about anybody else. Those haters, those hate comments, those doubts and everything you get, those are the things that are supposed to keep you going. Those are the things that keep you going. The ones that like this is like it's the shit that keeps you pushing and helps you hustle way harder than you did yesterday or like 1 month ago or like a few weeks ago. That's how it goes. Like all you gotta do is just have that hustle mindset, and that mindset of being of staying humble to yourself. You know, because if the thing is the point of winning is to go number one. If you want to go number one, you can do it. I believe in you. And you shouldn't. There's gonna be people who are gonna be envy and jealous. But I'm gonna speak about one thing about jealousy. It's going away now, but sometimes and it also depends what happens in my life. I get jealous issues easily about anything. I can be jealous of anybody, anybody, my family, my loved ones, no matter who it is. But deep down in my heart, I'm not jealous of them. I'm actually happy for them. But it's like, sometimes I feel like, man, you know, like feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I'm losing or something. Depends what it is. I feel like feel like I'm not working enough. I feel like they're working harder than me, and like I want all of us to just be equal. I want all of us to be able to work the same way. Not the same way like, oh, I wake up in the morning, you wait. No, not like that. Like wake up like the same amount of hard work, but it also depends what we do. Like it depends what the person's doing in their day. The jealousy happens to anybody, and I used to have bad jealousy issues, like bad jealousy issues, and now just with time going away, with more stuff and with more accomplishments, it goes away. For real. Like it slowly goes away, and that's another reason why. And those things, like if you got jealousy issues, but you're a person that you want to be happy for your loved ones, but those feelings kick in, just work really hard. Like accomplish your goals, because once you get that, you'll be able to feel like you're somebody, and you'll be like, hey, I feel like we're all a team now because we're all accomplishing things and we're all on the same level, and that's a good thing, and that's the plan. Because as soon as I started, with with subscribers gaining, all that stuff, with more views on YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff, it was like my jealousy issues, they were like slowly going away, and things were actually changing for me. And obviously, I'm still doing this YouTube and this TikTok stuff and all these videos. I'm still trying to come up with new ideas and stuff and make new content and videos for everyone that is a fan of my channel and stuff. And like the more I accomplish is the more that I'm gonna be able to get feelings out of my heart. Now, if it's pain, like, oh, like I lost my loved one or something like that, then those feelings won't go away. But if it's like jealousy issues, or like feel like I'm losing, or like I feel like I'm nothing, or I feel like they're better than me, something like those feelings are gonna go away, because like I'm actually winning and I'm actually accomplishing my goals and my dreams. And that's the whole point. When you accomplish your dreams, bro, if you got jealous issues, bro, those, I promise, those will go away. Once you make it, man, you don't have to worry about that ever again in your life. I promise you. And I know, I haven't experienced that yet, but I know that will happen, and I know that once I actually make it, all my feelings and my jealous issues, they're all just gonna go away. I know they're gonna go away, and I want to worry about it forever. So, and the thing about that's like it's a challenge. So it's like, and like it's kind of, and that, and, like that's a good thing, because like like if you make it, you get good stuff. If you don't make it, you don't have to suffer things that you don't want to feel and have in your life. So it's like it's a challenge. So it's like it makes you want to work hard, and it makes you go at it, and it makes you stay on it, and it makes you actually want to make it. And it's like it just like it pushes you harder. And that's another good thing about having struggles and pain and depression. Like it helps you work harder. It helps you. It just helps a lot. Please stay humble, bro. Keep that mindset of being humble. Don't if you want to compete against someone, I'm not telling you not to, but I'm letting you know right now, bro. It's probably not a good choice. Just stay humble. Being humble is important. And the way to be humble is to look at yourself and realize in what position you are. Oh, okay, look, like I'm losing focus because I'm too focused on them. So you need to, like, first thing is praying. Pray to God for a good mindset, to stay humble and have that mindset to be humble, and then start going over your stuff. Like, okay, I want, like, if there's something I want to do, I want to do this sport, or like I want to do this activity, or like I want to make music or YouTube or videos. You gotta focus. You gotta stay focused on your stuff, bro. Because if you are humble to yourself and you compete against yourself, once you actually make it, then that's when you actually win against the person that you were competing with, and that's gonna help a lot. Because if you're competing against someone and you're not humble, you most likely you're probably gonna lose. Unless if both of you guys are competing against each other, then okay. But you probably won't even accomplish the actual goals you want to get to. It's probably gonna take a longer time, and people will want to make it tomorrow, but that can't happen. And another important thing being humble is be patient, bro. Just stay patient, and don't just stay humble, bro. That's all it is. Stay humble. Just compete against yourself every day. Just focus on that one little thing that you did wrong yesterday. Do that better tomorrow. That one little thing that you messed up, or that one little time, those few little minutes or those few hours you were just on the bed being lazy, do better tomorrow. Every single day, do better in something. what it doesn't matter if it's something little that you made yesterday, or just something, or just, I mean, like something little that you did yesterday, bro. You have to get better the next day, the next day, the next day. Every single day, improve yourself. And then once you get to a point where you're already at your limits, do that every single day, competing against yourself. And I know for sure, and I promise all you guys that we're all gonna make it, bro. And I've already met a few people on YouTube that are also getting, they're also starting to grind on YouTube as well and streaming stuff. So we're all basically on the same level. So I know that like we're all like kind of being new to the game right now. So, but if we all stay humble to ourselves and all that, then I'm saying I'm not saying y'all, I'm saying we all as a team, bro. We like it's guaranteed, and I promise y'all that we all gonna make it. So stay humble, accomplish your goals, and don't lose that mindset being humble, bro. Just focus on yourself, and the only person you should compete against is yourself.